Alright, I had a guy better eye ask me about custom skyboxes and how I did that. So I told him I would make a video for him. So this might be helpful to anyone wanting to create kind of a custom sky. And of course, if you do this, it only works in standard lighting in game. If someone clicks onto advanced lighting, or if you click onto advanced lighting, it'll replace that skybox with an in-game one. So this works in standard lighting. But what you'll want to do first is go to your window, into your rendering and lighting settings, and it will bring up this window here. Oops. It'll usually just kind of be out, and I think that's how it works, but you can put it over here. And your first little section will be your skybox. So click on your skybox material, and then you will see where all the skyboxes are kept. Now these are the different materials, so this is where you can switch out. There's already some in there that are, I think that's a nice one. There's one that I use a pretty good amount, the Sunless Sears cover that's already in there that gives it a different look. But if you want to create your own, I right click, create material, and I'm going to put custom skybox as my material. And if I go to my inspector in that, you'll see that this is the material. You'll change your shader to skybox, and you're going to want to do a panoramic skybox, and there's a few settings there. Now all you need to do is fill your skybox with a texture here. So the best way to do that is to go to Google or wherever. You can search for HDRI sky is what I have been searching for, and there's this polyhaven, and there's other spots that you can find different ones. But I'll click in and I'll find the skybox that I like. Let's just kind of go down, find something random. All right. Let's see here. Usually you don't want to ground, of course, because it might be seen, but you might be able to find one that works for you. I've never really played with one that has ground, but let's just use the Scythian Tunes, this one. All right, I'm going to download it. It downloads an HDR file. So what I do with that is I open that in Photoshop. And then, well, that's really washed out. It doesn't look the same. Let's try a different one. 1 second here. Let's do this one. I've downloaded that one before. All right, there we go, much better. All right, so this is going to be my skybox. So I'm just going to save this now into my Skybox textures folder that is in my the base project I'm playing with. So you want to find your project, go into your folder system, assets, and then there's actually a folder that's just skyboxes, and you can put it in texture there. So I'm going to save this in that. So now I'm already in the skybox folder, so if I just click down to texture, I'll find it. And here it is right here. There's a couple of things you need to do here. You'll of course want to change your max size so that it will be the highest resolution possible. Let me show you what happens if you do not do anything else. So I'm going to go ahead and put this texture into my material, custom skybox. Go back to my texture, I'm going to drag it in, and it's created the skybox ready to go. In order to activate that, you'll click on lighting, and if you click on the material, of course, it'll go back to your folder if you're not there already, and you're going to drag that in. And now you have your custom skybox. It's that easy. Now you notice here that there is a big seam running all the way across where the image ends. So in order to fix that, what you have to do is in your skybox texture, a couple of things. Very simple. You just click on generate bitmaps and uncheck that and change your wrap mode to clamp and then apply. And when you do that, you'll see the seam goes away. And now you have a custom skybox. And of course, you can go into Photoshop and you can kind of update it and do different things to it. Like we could put a little gradient or something here. Anything like that. You can mess with it, save it. Oh. For some reason, that did not save the same. it made a separate one, which is no big deal. So all I can do is go back to my material and just drag the new one in. And you'll see as you do that and update it, it'll give it a different look. Now what I've noticed, oh, see this is a new material, so I need to fix the clamping, make the clamping, uncheck the maps, and update the resolution. This one, now you can see, because if you notice, I made my gradient not even, you can see that it's not even in that little spot. Now I fixed that, so I go back, it's probably going to shift it, and it'll be a lot better. I've noticed that washed out in game in your editor usually comes out good in game. Like if it's really dark in the game, it'll be even darker. I mean, in the editor, it'll be even darker in game. But you can go to your material, and you can even do a little bit of, like, if you want a little more yellow, something like that. You can change it around here as well. Bring the exposure down. And another thing I've done is if there's a sunset or something and I want it in a certain location, rotation, you can kind of rotate the image around to get it exactly where you want it. So that's how you do a custom skybox.